yeah. Gidemonis, there it is, of course. Longtime family friend of 888 Poker. I chat up the crowd in 88 Poker, especially the same people. When you see the same names over and over and over again, right? We do lots of chatting up, encourage and build people up. Yesterday was the Blast tournaments with Mateus and Aaron Barone. And I said the same sort of things in that stream as I continue to say over and over and over again, and as Nety and I are just talking about. I do believe that we're talking about the Stream On competition that's going on right now. The thing is, just throw your hat in there. Like, just do it. Just do it. Like, what's the very worst thing that 888 Poker is going to do if you enter and you don't win? The very worst thing that they're going to do is not even answer you, right? Which means you're no further ahead. So you got nothing to lose. Just rip it up. Get it in there. Just throw it in there. And at the end of it, that's what Nety and I are talking about. Yeah. I have filled out my application. I haven't hit the send button yet. I've got like 7 days or so to go. So right underneath here, you see I got my 2 socials that are in there, as well as the Be Gamble Aware. That's very much a UK thing. That is not a Canadian thing. I am Canadian. I don't know where the red hat is. I wonder if this is what you're looking at. This red hat right there. That is my Calgary Flames. Go Flames, go! That is my Calgary Flames jersey, my Calgary Flames hat. That is the local sports team here, local professional sports team that I support. There's a couple of tickets. It's actually 2. There's two tickets each for the 2 different games that I'm going to. We just went to, Mrs. Frostmage and I, we just went to a game. This is super, super late for when I stream. I typically stream in the morning. I stream from about 11 o'clock my time for 2 hours until 888 stream comes up. And then we run it that way. So we've got lots of outs on this, right? Just got to avoid the 2-outer here. To avoid the 2-outer, that's a pretty pause. I don't like that. Don't like it. There's a big pause there. Teasing me. Come on. Oh, apparently I lost. I think that was a 4. It was a 4 because it was the pause. That's how I knew it was a pause. I knew it is a 4. Let's see his chip stack just grew there. What are you going to do? Okay, stream is on. Good luck. Good luck. Excellent. There we go. It just takes a little while to catch up. That's all it is, right? It's on a 3-minute delay. So just no one watches it. It's no one here, but you got to do the same thing. You got to do the right thing over and over and over again, right? You just got to throw it out there and let it rip. So what are you going to do? This feels like he thinks I'm on tilt here, but this is a raising hand. I'm putting this guy on it, but he's not folding here anyway. So I got 3-outer. 3-outer? Yeah, 3-outer. No 3-outer. I'm out of that tournament. That's how quick that happens. Just like that. What are you going to do? I do track all of this shit, by the way, because it's super important that you track this stuff. If you don't know how you're doing, 7 max. If you don't measure it, if you don't track it, it can't be measured. That's what I'm trying to get at. And you have to track those things. You have to know whether you are winning or losing, and numbers don't lie, right? Numbers don't lie. You want to know some different numbers here? I have played, in the month of January, I played 286 tournaments. That's a pretty good flop. In the month of February, I played 228 tournaments. Last year, from April 1st until the December 31st, I played 1,970 tournaments. What are you going to do? Right? It's good. Back again. Send it? Absolutely. Oops. I got the wrong table up. Sorry about that. I'm going to rebuy into this tournament. I just got a phone call during all that text, and then it was a phone call. I've been asked to go play in a home game tonight. It's a sub type thing, so I'm actually going to go play a poker home game in about 2 hours from now. Yeah, it's a huge opportunity. Yeah, the 888. Yeah, absolutely, right? So Aaron, I mean, during the blast yesterday, I did make some comments about it, and you just got to start. You just got to start doing it. This camera is a $25. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I'm going to triple up there. It's a $25 secondhand camera that I bought. It has a microphone attached to it. It's just shit, right? It's not great. You don't need to have a fantastic setup to start. But if you don't start, the answer is always no. So just start, right? I did go out. Let's have dinner. Oops. Bought a solid blue microphone. I did spend some money on this to replace this, but you set it all up. I'm old. Shit, OMG. I'm old. You got to set these things up and learn how all the software works. I started with the plan of streaming poker, and then I actually like playing World of Warcraft as well. So I actually got affiliate status on Twitch through World of Warcraft, but I'm pretty passionate about World of Warcraft, like poker. I play a lot of poker, obviously, as I just said. So there's these two numbers down below, these two socials, the YouTube channel and my Instagram. I started with the intention of promoting a poker stream, but that didn't really happen. The YouTube channel actually has all like raw footage. I guess the best way to describe that is if like filmmakers, they just film everything and then they cut, and then you get these shorts, you get these new videos, these cut and paste videos that people are doing. Mine's just all raw footage. So sometimes there's like 4 or 5 hours of streaming and you kind of have to fast forward to get the shit through, but that's it. And then yeah, that was nasty. I'm not sure which one you're looking at, but that was nasty. Are you talking about this 4 over here? Yeah. You know, it's, yeah, we'll get back to that in just 1 second. 888 now? Yeah, okay. And then the Instagram is actually all food that I've cooked. I have to eat every day. So, I mean, I don't take a picture of the food that I make every day. I only take pictures of food that I make. And it's awesome. It's awesome. I love it. Mrs. Frostmage and I, we go out for dinner with our friends and together on dates and things like that. And almost every single time that we go, we're like, I'm pretty sure I can make that better. And then I come home and I make some of the stuff for her, and she's like, yeah, this is way better. So that's what that is. If I'm the winner of that thing, those two socials will absolutely change. I'll make another YouTube channel which is directly for 888 poker, for just poker, and just put shorts on there. It'll be nothing on there but shorts. I'll make a new Instagram which is nothing but shorts for the poker, because those two things are meant to drive you to the channel. That's what it is. So I am prepping to do that. Right down below, there's as you can see, I think the third one down here is Be Gamble Aware. Again, that's a UK thing, not a Canadian thing. Who else is in there? Zeld. We were just talking, Nety111. We were just talking about Zeld there a little while ago. He, oops, it's this one up here, I think. Load this up. He actually typed in for $25. You like the quality? Yeah. Yeah, right? Yeah, so you don't even have to start, right? Like you don't have to spend a ton of cash. You don't have to have a high-end camera. You don't have to have a higher-end mic. Although again, the mic was a little bit off. I probably used this camera mic setup for about 3 weeks. I don't even know if it was that long. I didn't think it was very good, so I switched over, and as I said, I got this blue camera. It's maybe the microphone. The microphone's probably like $125. I think that's what I spent on it. Again, I'm just not that smart. let's not kid ourselves. Who cares? Let's give him a shout out here. This is my buddy, right? He and I have been friends for 20 years. That's what old guys do. Good friends for forever. He's the brains. He does all of this stuff. You see this little blue line here, and this little blue line here, and that one right there that goes all the way around. You can see it actually goes all the way around all of it. He comes up with this. He does graphic design type thing in his spare time. That's not his job. In his spare time, he does all of this shit. Let me show you another table here. This right now. Oops, I'm out of that one. Let's get in that one again. Let's go find the table, of course, because you can't play if you don't have a table. There we go. I mean, he's just the brains of this operation, I'm not gonna lie, which makes me the face, and if I'm the face, we're in trouble. It's a good mic. The camera is not too bad. I'm not gonna lie, if some unknown reason I win this challenge, absolutely I'll have to go buy a better camera. I'll spend a couple bucks on it, but why? I think it works out well. I'd rather do other things. This thing here, I watched Easty about 3 weeks ago, maybe, and I like, what is that on his head? What is that? His is all fuzzy, and his has a zipper on it. Mine's actually a Velcro. You must enter. You win tickets. Yeah. This thing is just a head. It's like it goes on the headphone, right? But because I wear a ball cap almost exclusively, it rubs against this thing, this pleather type thing, and it's starting to peel. I mean, the headphones are $200 headphones. The plastic, the pleather is starting to come off. So I actually paid one of the people that I'm playing with tonight. I gave her $20. She said 15. Here's 20. She said, "Oh, that's awesome." And it helps out. So I got this little bubble on the top of my head, but whatever. I mean, whatever, right? That's what it is. I have tried to engage into a lot of conversation with Lime Ricky. So Lime Ricky is from where I live. She's from Calgary. I actually know Lime Ricky, and I've played poker against Lime Ricky live, so I know who she is. And I knew her before she went down to Costa Rica. But anyway, she and I have talked a little bit about the contract and what is needed and what has to like, what does it entail? What does it look like? I sent off a little bit of conversation to both Josh Manley Poker about it. Again, obviously they're not going to share the details of that, and 888 Poker doesn't share the details either. And I understand that, I get that, right? You'll have to have some sort of commitment in there. I don't know, 5 hours a week. I mean, I'm not really sure what that looks like exactly, right? But as Lime Ricky said, I mean, she's a mod there 3 days a week. So she works 5 hours a day, let's say. So yeah, the stream is 2 hours long, an hour before to set up, and an hour afterwards. So it was a 3.5 hours, let's say, 3.5 hours a day, 3 times a week. She makes a good stipend. She does okay, and she's happy with what she makes there. So, I mean, 888's not going to screw you over too hard, right? But can't do a bunch of things. Can't be a dick. How about that? Can't be a dick. A great story is there was a guy I was watching. He's streaming as well, and he couldn't figure out. Like, he was sharing that someone reached out to him and asked them, hey, you should, we're thinking about, we're looking at you to be a streamer, a sponsor, an ambassador, sorry, that's the term I'm looking for, to be an ambassador for our brand. We want you to fill out these forms and then apply for the job, more or less. This guy did this a couple times and he couldn't figure out why. Your cam great, your talk on game is great. Excellent. When will competition officially start? It starts in a week today. Yes. So there is a couple different things you have to go to. You can, if you follow, well, let me take a quick look here because I got it up. Team Filthy, you can go to that Discord. That is Ian Simpson Poker. He's got the stuff on there. I don't know if Darwin has. I'm following Darwin as well in his Discord channel. 888 Poker, 100% 888 Poker has it there. You can actually see it in 888 Poker. Truncated, it says stream on. Under community, stream on. There's going to be all the list of stuff on it. You gotta do two things. First one is you gotta download the form. The form takes maybe 3 or 4 minutes to enter. It's pretty easy stuff, right? You gotta fill that thing out. The second thing is go through the T's and C's, the terms and conditions. Go through the T's and C's and make sure that you are willing to sign in on to all of those conditions. March 21st and April 4th. Holy shit. These guys love me. I was telling you about the home game. A guy texted me a couple days ago to sub for him in a couple of weeks, which I said yes. I got a phone call a couple hours ago for a guy that wants me to sub for him tonight. And the other guy, there's another guy that I subbed for last week that I won the tournament for, that he's asking me to now sub 2 more days for him. There's some other issues there. Lime is a legend. Absolutely, she is. She's about 5'2". She's got this shoulder length blonde hair. She's a wonderful person. Absolutely, she is. She's an absolute legend for sure. All right, so fill out the form. Sorry, read the T's and C's first. Read the T's and C's first. Fill out the form and then submit the form to 888 Poker. You can go check all these things out on 888 Discord. 888 streams every day in my time zone from 1 o'clock until 3 o'clock. Just type in an exclamation point Discord and it will come up. Go in there, go find out the information, go get it done. You'll need some things, clearly, because they want you to be the streamer. You're gonna need a camera, so go buy a cheap one. As I said, this is $25. You can stream with the microphone, right? I didn't like this microphone, so I got a new one. Download software, right? And then more importantly, spend the next week figuring out how the software works. This is the 3rd version of software that I've used. I started with OBS, I used Stream Elements, and then I transferred over to Streamlabs because I didn't like how those things work. So you got to know how the software works. You got to be able to troubleshoot some of the problems you're inevitably going to face. The stream team will help you out and do some stuff there, but you're going to have to do most of it yourself, as always. So figure out how this stuff works. The 3rd one down here, the Be Gamble Aware 18+, that is necessary. You have to have that on your stream. That is one of the conditions of 888 Poker. Did I play Lime Ricky in a pub? No. We have casinos here. The poker room that Lime Ricky and I played at together. There's 13 tables, I think, on a Friday, Saturday night. All 13 tables are done. I didn't play against Lime Ricky in any of the big tournaments here in town, but they would have like a World Series of Poker circuit event. Happens 2 times a year here in Calgary, where we live. They have 40 tables, let's say. It's a huge event. Yeah. I've mostly played against Lime Ricky in the weekly tournaments. Every Tuesday night, let's say, she and I would play. It was $20 or $50, whatever it is. And I drink a lot of beer. Cheers. It's 10 to 4 in the afternoon. Why not? Excuse me. What other conditions do you have to have for 888 for the stream on competition? Oh, let me flip over here. Where is it? No, none of that's it. I haven't got it set up, but my IT guy sent me a new link. You're going to have to add on the stream on, probably just a little, like right about here. You just kind of put it. It's super, super small, but it says the stream on. Every time you stream, you have to do that. The fact that this says Party Poker right here for March 15th through April 15th, you cannot stream other websites. You can only stream 888 Poker. That is the terms and conditions. That's what you have to do. Yeah, so do I. So do I. This will be the last one I can get into because again, I've got to have dinner still. I've got to heat up some dinner for Mrs. Frostmage. She wasn't feeling well last night, so I made some fresh soup for her last night. It'll be better today. Oh, what you get for slow playing your aces, you dingleberry. Maybe I'll get into one more. This is what I do. Let's get into one more. Is there a PKO up here? This is not a good tournament. What's this one? This is a crap tournament, but let's get into this one as well. I'm just running out of stuff. It's late in the afternoon. There's no one. There's no one on, right? That's why I'll play it, but I don't think this is going to be a very good tournament. It's 100. It's 42. Okay. So what am I tracking here? What is it that I'm talking about? Let me show you. So right here, it's this information. I track what the buy-in is. I track what the tournament name is, and this thing here. So over here, there'll be what position I'm in relative speaking to the players. I also track whether I make it out of the rebuy period, so this black top is where I'm at, because I played multiple tables. I put this on here. This one here is once you make it out of the rebuy period, once you make it into the money, and once you make it to a final table. So at a glance, and this is just how I set mine up. So at a glance, I can see, not meant to show beer, that's correct. At a glance, I can see what table, where I'm at in the tournament without even knowing some of this other stuff. That's correct. Aaron did say that yesterday. You cannot drink while you're on stream. You cannot smoke. It's legal to smoke weed where I live. Marijuana. You're not allowed to do that. You cannot do that while you're here. So. Really? Where did you read that? Did you meet Jordan? I have not played against Jordan. I have seen Jordan in the casino. He was playing at another table over here. Matt Staples is another guy here in Calgary. I have played against Matt Staples. Yeah, but Matt Staples, he hasn't played in a casino for about 5 years or so, just before COVID. I hope you win. So do I. It's a lot to do. It is a lot to do. Absolutely, it is. It doesn't just happen overnight. You have to do lots of work, and this is why you got a week. Like today, if you start today, you got a week to figure this stuff out. There's a lot to figure out in that time. It doesn't have to look. What was the other one? So the thing I said to Aaron yesterday when he was playing the blast is, it doesn't matter. Like, do not wait to make sure it's perfect before you start. That's just not going to happen. Just start, right? You'll find out what works for you, what doesn't work for you, what you like, what you don't like, and you'll make changes as you go. But you have to start. If that's what you want to do, you have to start. This is not a big setup. I have 2 monitors. This is where my software is. This is where my poker stuff is, right? And the camera obviously is right in the middle on the corner one. So I look. Oops, it's a commercial. Uh-oh, commercials always troublesome. Let's just rip it in here. Why not? 3/4. This is not a very good hand, but I don't have very much chips, and I'm going to get a good price if I triple up here. Let's watch it here. Excuse me. Let me pull up the table as well. I'm going to lose that hand, by the way. That's not the right one. It's this one. That's the other one. Yeah, so I'm going to be out of this one as well. And that's fine. So then I track this. You can't see it. I finished in position 131. So there's 224 people in this tournament. And I finished in 131. So then I close that off. I do believe it's super important to take a break. You only get 5 minutes break. So I set this up. Oops. You guys are so sweet, so generous. You can see right here that there's 4.5 minutes to go. 4 minutes break. Don't go anywhere. Come back. I'm going to take a 4-minute break. During my 4 or 5 minute break, these are the 2 things I do. Typically, go get a fresh drink of water, a full glass of water. I do 20 push-ups, 20 sit-ups, and 40 leg flutters, and do that 5 times a day for 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, and 200 leg flutters. I am attempting to run an Olympic distance triathlon later this year. Here's the one that I ran last year. That's my number. That's my other number. This was my first 5K. I ran 32 minutes. This is my second 5K. I ran in 29 minutes. Here's my very first ever 10K. I ran in 101. So I do take a break. I'm going to go do those things. I'll be back in 4 minutes. I'm going to go do the push-up, sit-ups right now. Right back. All right, whew. Back at it. Yeah, so because of Olympic triathlon, you got to swim 1.5K, I think it is. You have to bike 40 kilometers, and then you have to run a 10K back to back to back. So I do these exercises, excuse me, for a health reason. Excuse me. Because we sit at our computer all day long for hours and hours at a time. Sitting at your computer is the new smoking. So you have to get up. You have to get up and move around, get your body doing something. You have to be exercising somehow. Either you go for a run, a swim, a bike, whatever it is, before a stream or after the stream. I like to fit it in within the 5 minutes break that I have, get a drink of water, bathroom break, quick exercise, I get all of that done during that time. So you gotta get some movement going on. Let's answer the questions here. Gig Demonis, I would love to hear where that comes from. I mean, if that's what they pay, that's pretty good. Well, that's okay. That's not bad, right? There's other things that are on there. So for every 10 hours, you will receive a 109 ticket. Yeah, I don't know what it is, and I did pull up the T's and C's, the 888's T's and C's right here, right now. What does it say here? You will receive a confirmation. So first one's eligibility and registration. Fill out the promo and then send it. It says you can only participate in the promotion if you've directly received an email. Well, you have to fill out the form, send it to those guys, they'll review it, and then they'll send you an email saying, yes, you're in, get in there, blah, 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 blah. Or they won't, right? So you have to have that email to say that you're eligible. But in the meantime, this is some of the stuff I'm doing. Be gamble aware, right? So you got to do some stuff in the background to get ready. I think he's not bad. Definitely have a chance to win. Well, thank you for your support. Thank you. That's a lot right there. That's huge. You're doing well. Aaron seems nice. I like Aaron. It took me a little bit to come around to the guy, because every time I tuned into his stream, someone was giving him shit about something, right? And no one likes that. No one likes that. No one likes to be said, dude, you suck. What are you doing? Well, thank you. Your opinion means a lot to me. Right? But Aaron is just, it's the cutting sarcasm that's in there. It took me a little bit to come around, but I think Aaron is awesome. I like what he does. You got to troll the trolls, as it were. I like the guy. So, yeah. And more importantly, you put in the effort, you put in the respect, and you get that back. Right? So I always type into Josh Manley Poker, Ian Simpson, into 888 Poker. You guys see me all the time in those streams, right? I don't troll people. I build people up. I don't, what the fuck is you doing? Like, that's crazy. I just don't do that. That's just not me. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to be like that. That is not the example I try to be to my kids, right? I just don't want to be that. So just build people up. You don't need to throw people under the bus. They'll willingly get in front of it, right? Yeah, I think Aaron's like that as well. That's why I like the guy. Can I ask how old I am? I am in my 50s. Yeah, I just got into my 50s. I know it's crazy, right? So I'm an old guy. I would be by far and away the oldest person on there. When I listened to Aaron and Josh, Easty not so much, because Easty's young. Like Ian, Ian's probably closer in age, but he's not anywhere close to that. But when I hear this guy's talking about how old this stuff is, I'm like, wasn't Aaron talking about the Love Boat yesterday? What's the premise of the Love Boat? We were talking about this. I'm like, it's 1976, or I said 1978. It premiered in 1976. Right? Before me, but are you over 50? Yeah, yes, I am over 50. Yes. Don't, like, that just, it hurts my soul to even say that. But, I mean, I don't drink, I don't smoke. Well, I do drink, actually. I just started drinking the last little bit. I was an athlete through high school, an athlete through university, or college, I think, depending on whether it's US or Canada, through university. I continued to compete poorly at a high level after that. So I always worked out, which is why running an Olympic distance triathlon in my 50s, yeah, why not? Let's just let it rip. Yeah. You're doing well. Aaron seems nice. Okay, so how old am I? So how much are you planning to stream during the competition? I think in answer to that question, I'll probably stream from 9 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is a bit of a debate, right? Because you want to be a box waxer. What does box waxer say? Here's in Team Filthy right here. We're going to see this Saturday. Video game music performed by an orchestra. Because of the timing, I think I want to stream from 9 o'clock in the morning until 1 p.m. And then if there's anyone in stream, then we'll raid into 888 Poker. Yes, raid into 888 Poker. But then probably have to do it, like take a 2-hour break between 1 and 3 o'clock my time, because that's when 888 Poker streams, and then start streaming about quarter to the hour, because if you can get 888 Poker to raid you, you'll shoot up, right? Does that make sense? I think that's the play. I don't know if that's really right or correct or the right methodology, but I think that's what I'm going to do. I hope that answers your question. Good bonus. I only have a laptop, so can't enter and look after my dad, who's 92. My bad. He's a good poker player. Really? He won in Vegas, 7-card stud. Mrs. Frostmage, she loves playing stud poker, but it's a dying game. And I'm not gonna lie, if you want to become this is legit. If you want to become a better poker player, learn how to play stud poker and become well at it. Like become a good stud poker, because stud, the cards come out, and once the cards are gone, you have to remember which cards are which or where they are. And no limit hold'em. So here's my deck of cards that I have right at my desk, as it turns out. You get these 2 cards. You can look at these things over and over and over again, and then you look at the board. But in stud, you actually have to know that the 7 was folded over here, and this was folded over here, and that was folded over there. Rounders is really Netty's 1970. Yeah, I was born in 71. Yeah. Rounders, Mike McDermott is talking about the hand. He's just watching the hand, watching it, and this is the judge's game, right? He says the professor raises, you folded this because you were trying for the 3rd card here, but you forgot that the guy folded over there. That's the game they're playing, and that's what's happening there because of this, right? So you get better with the game by doing those sort of things. Absolutely. Right? So stud, I think, kudos to your dad. If he won in Vegas, that's awesome. Am I over 50? I am. Well done. He won. That is impressive. Absolutely. Okay, I will check. What about those extra prizes? The more you stream, the more prizes you'll get. Here's what's up for grabs every week of the Stream On contest. 4 hours, you get a $22 ticket. 6 hours, you get a $55 ticket. 10 hours, you get a $109 ticket. Okay, so I guess it's just 1 per week. Again, I wasn't able to find that. I have... Thank you, Netty. Thank you. You're reading for me. Thank you. I've opened up the 888poker.com terms/stream on. Nowhere in there does it say any of that. What you're saying there is absolutely reasonable for sure. I'm not disagreeing at all. They have to pay you somehow. Yeah, they have to pay you somehow. So how do they do that? And obviously, if people... I don't like the fact that you can't read the contract. Aaron went to law school. He didn't graduate, but he's well versed in the law. I'm sure Aaron doesn't like it either. But if that guy who went to law school or started law school and he's okay with it, it's probably going to be okay for me, right? That's kind of the trade-off. So it's tough to argue against it. He obviously thinks he can do well with it, and it's paying for his life and whatnot. So yeah, you get it. I didn't know that that's what it was. If you stream for 4 hours, you get a $22 ticket. So, I mean, at 4 hours, that's a $22 ticket a day. That's $5 an hour, right? You should probably go work at McDonald's if that's the case, right? But you can go work at McDonald's and stream for 4 hours. But, right? I think at least Americanism, for lack of a better term, you have your job and then you have your side hustle. You do your side hustle until it takes over and makes more than your job. Quit. I think that's what it is. And this is what this is meant to do. It's just to give you exposure. It's to give you all sorts of opportunities. And you hear Josh and Ian and Aaron, they all talk about this. It's just an opportunity that, and really, I think it is. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity that's being presented to you, and you have to do it. You have to take it. So, I mean, I've teed it up a little bit. I will absolutely enter this contest. I just haven't hit the send button yet, but absolutely, you have to hit the enter button. What's the worst it's going to say? Not even answer to you. You never know. So that's awesome. Yeah, check it out. Have I seen Vivi? Yes, I have. No, like, have I watched her online? Like a Twitch channel? No, I have not watched Vivi at all. I've watched her on the blasts and when she hosts the home game, things like that, but I have not seen it. And I think it's because our time zones are different. Me tuning into her just doesn't work. Me tuning in to watch Mateus doesn't work because he's in Portugal. It's like 6 hours difference. His timing just doesn't work with what I do with my lifestyle. So I don't watch a lot of these guys, unfortunately. This is why I keep going with Aaron. I don't watch Easty. Aaron Barone is an hour away from where I live, the time zone. Jordan Banfield lives in the city that I'm in, so I watch these two guys. Who else is on there? Matt Staples is not part of the 888 team, but he's here. I am Eklo. He's part of the 888 stream from Ontario. He's about 2 hours away. So you watch people that are close in your area, not too far. I think you guys, Nety and Bonus, where are you from? Nety is from England. So it's like 11 o'clock or 12 o'clock right now for you, midnight. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon for me. It's difficult to tune in to watch people with that big of a shift, right? You have to adjust. You're rooting for me? Excellent. Thank you very much for that support. That's right there. That's all love. Thank you. Brone likes trolling. Yeah, he does. Aaron loves trolling. I love it. It's awesome. but he doesn't do that to people that don't do that to him, right? This is why him coming into my stream the other day, yesterday, and talking is huge, because he sees me in his stream and I just type in every day, "Great afternoon, young sir. I hope you do well today." And that's more or less it. That's it, right? I don't add too much more content into it unless there's something specific. I talk a lot chatting wise, like typing in to 888 poker. I do that a lot, but a lot of the people that we see here are also in Aaron, in Josh Manley's stream and Ian Simpson's stream. Dordani, obviously we all know Dordani. He's a mod over there, but I see him in all these streams, and we encourage. And if you're, at the end of the day, if you're a dick in one, you're going to be addicted to elsewhere, and you get banned, and you just get a bad taste in people's mouth. So just don't do that. just don't do it, right? And that's it. Cheers. So I don't typically drink beer on stream. I typically drink water because you're talking all the time, and that is a thing. That is a skill. I've had to work on it. It's not me. I'm an introvert. I'm not an extrovert, contrary to popular belief. But you got to encourage, right? Encourage, build people up. Considering that Aaron Barone usually plays 15 to 20 tables at a time, he provides very good content? Yes. Yes. That did not just happen overnight. He works like any job. You have to work hard at it. You have to work hard at your job and do lots of different things. I read this book every year. It's a hardcover book. It's the very first poker book I ever bought. I read that every year. David Tuckman and Nick Welthall, they just talked about this book this past week. Specifically, they're talking about the different tells that are in here. I'm just going to randomly open one up. It talks about reliability. Weak players, 70%, average players, 65%, strong players, 52%. And both of those guys disagreed with that, with that assessment. Nick Welthall and David Tuckman. I agree. I don't, like when I read this, the tells that are in here, I don't put a lot of stock in those numbers specifically, but I do remember the tells. And this book has absolutely paid for itself. I absolutely disagree with his name will come to me in just a second. Why can't I remember his name? Yes, you're from the UK, yeah. Who are the three guys for Texas Poker, Texas Card Room? Anyway, it'll come to me. He says, no, you shouldn't read a book that's 20 years old. That's absolutely incorrect. That's wrong. Don't do that. There's always nuggets in every. Here's the other book. Here's another book by Mike Carrows as well. I specifically refer to page 23 in this. I think you can look this up. I'm gonna try and show it here, but it's this thing here. The Table of Misery Index. I refer to that table a lot. I'm not talking poker strategy here. This is it. I'm just going to read the 2-line paragraph that he has here. While this chart is deliberately elementary and ignores many concepts critical to professional hold'em, it nonetheless illustrates a profound truth. That's so important. I used to call off with pocket nines to an all-in because that used to be the hand. That used to be the way I thought that was a good hand. I've since revised that. You want to play against me? Play stronger than that. I rarely lose to kicker battle, and I rarely lose to a shitty pair. If I've got 3 outs or three blinds, I'm probably going to jam all of that, every card that I have. But if I've got 60 outs or 60 bigs, I'm not doing this. I'm not calling it off with pocket nines. Pocket jacks. If you have pocket jacks, 46.96, so 47% of the time, there is going to be an overcard. If you have pocket tens, it's 59.57, so 60%. Pocket tens, 60% of the time there's going to be an overcard. People jam ace king, ace queen all the time. So if there's 3 aces, 3 kings, and this is why I have my deck of cards here. 3 aces, 3 kings. You have to avoid those 6 outs, and that shit happens all the time. But the lower you go on that, the worse it is, right? Page 23, which is why, I don't jam pocket nines anymore. It's not worth it. And the last book I have is Alex Torelli, and I bought this book from, I don't know, it cost me $15 or whatever, more about bankroll management. Alex Torelli wrote the book. He tweeted about, or wrote on his Instagram. I commented, and Alex Torelli answered me directly. It was awesome. It's a huge ego. Oh my God, that guy responded to me. And I think I have it clipped on my Instagram there. I have to look it up. Don't take my word for granted, but this is the info that you found on the 88 Discord channel. Oh, okay, well, that's a good nugget to know. Thank you very much for that. I will go into the 888 Discord channel and look that through. I'll start gleaning this a little bit closer. Welcome, announcements, live stream, YouTube, media, free roll, giveaway, self rolls, general chats, probably under the stream on, I would guess. But if that's, yeah, I'm not disagreeing with you. It sounds reasonable. It's not outlandish, right? It's not the earth is flat, or it's a oval or some shit like that. So why not, right? Yeah, I don't know. Aaron did say you cannot drink online though. He did respond to me. He says, "Yeah, you can't do that. You can't smoke marijuana and you can't drink online." These 3 things down below here, I actually removed those. What was on there? I actually had a PBR commercial that my IT guy created for me of PBR that we put down there. Nety, the other one was what? It was a Yuck Yucks. So I have sponsorship from Yuck Yucks. They give me some stuff to do and to promote them, and I get something in return as well for promoting them, right? And there was another one. There was a hot dog stand there. Same thing. For every hot dog that you go and get there, you get something from it. So worked at it. What's happening over here? This is German status has to be below this, I think. German status has to be below it. There we go. What else we got here? So, but Aaron did say, if you pour it into a mug, we're never going to know. Right? I'll tell you what, if I win this contest, you'll always know that I'm having a beer. The thing that I've kind of went through the last year or so is, I don't stream a lot, but when I do stream, I always take a big drink and I click the button. I click the end button there. But I'm always taking a picture of a beer. Obviously, if I'm with 888 Poker, you can't do that. But I'm going to take a big drink in my coffee cup and I'm going to click the button. But I want you to know that that's it. You want to blackmail me right there? Click that. That's what you want to know. I'm going to pour the beer into a cup and I'm going to drink the beer. And so maybe, I don't know, maybe I have to change a different time. Because if I start streaming at 9 o'clock in the morning until 1, that's a 4-hour stream. 888 Poker streams from 1 to 3, and the idea is to try to stream a little bit from 3 to 4, so maybe 6 hours a day, 3 to 5. I have to figure it out. I don't know. Excuse me. But if you can get 6 hours a day, that's a $55 ticket, right? So you're getting a little bit closer. You can see. Let's take Gigdamonis as gospel there. If you stream for 4 hours, you'll get $22. If you stream for 6 hours, you get $55. If you stream for 10 hours, you get $109. These are tickets, right? $109 ticket, $55 ticket, $22 ticket. Streaming for 10 hours a day is really tough. I hope so. Dordani will probably be your mod in the future at some point. God, I hope so. Wouldn't that be awesome? But I think at the end of the day, it is a job, right? You have to do your job. Stream. It's under the stream on section. Oh, okay. Yeah. That's absolutely reasonable, right? I'm in the stream on section now. I will go take a look from the very beginning. So what's the most recent one I got here? Stream on channel February 7th of 2027. So it's been a month old since they've been putting this on. Wow, who knew this was out this long? Battle it out for Hayden. So I think Dev Hayden is in 888. I think that's who this is. He is the guy behind Discord, right? Look it up. Battle out for the top spot to win an exclusive 888 Poker Stream Team contract in our first ever Stream On contest. Join the promo running between March 15th and April 15th for your chance to be our next streamer. You'll also get extra prizes just for streaming your gameplay. I betcha this is it. This is where it's coming out. Clearly, I didn't look this up, so thank you for educating me. Thank you. Battle it out. Okay, so here, how do you sign up? Yeah, so this is what I said before, right? Here's the form. Oh, go to Stream On. It's at the very top. Go to the very top, and you can find all the stuff in here. There's the form. Fill out the form. Send in the form to 888 Poker. They'll review it, and then they'll send you back an email whether that works or not, whether they want you to stream or whether they don't want you to stream. So cheers, big ears. when I get those cheers, I gotta. It's this one. This is my brand of flavor, by the way. This is what I'm drinking right now. PBR. Cheers, biggers. I can't drink anymore because I gotta drive in an hour and a half. I'm gonna raise this up, by the way, because we finally have a hand that I can play. It's under the gun here. We're not gonna raise too much. I would expect if this guy had aces or kings, he would actually just call here. That's kind of a 2005 thing to do, but he could have a good hand here. We're in position. We're not going to risk too many more chips than this. There's a high possibility. I guess if he came over the top, I would probably have to fold this, but seeing as how it's a... Yeah, if he jammed, I wouldn't fold here. I'm not going to fold here. All right, 888 poker. Here's the form. Fill out the form and go through. And as he says, once verified, there it is. You fill out the form, send it off to them. They'll review it, and then they'll send you an email if they want you to stream. If you don't get the email, you cannot participate. Right? Once verified, you'll be invited to join the stream team, 888 Poker Stream on Twitch team. And there's the application. They should do it a second time. What's next? Just stream yourself playing your favorite games on 888 Poker for 4 hours a week. Wowzers. I said 4 hours a day. Shizen. That's streaming, by the way. Shit. Ooh. A week or more and you'll be in the running. Who picks the winner? The winner will be chosen by the 888 judging panel, of course, as you would expect. It's a job interview. That's what you're doing. You're applying for a job. It's a job interview. Plus, our players will also get a say. Shut the front door. 50% of the votes will come from our Discord community. Well, that just changed things. Nety111, thank you for coming in, because that changes shit. Tomorrow will be a new day. Yeah, tomorrow will be a new day. And I wish I knew that information a little bit earlier. Why? Because you kind of have to say, hey, go check out this guy. Go check out this guy's stream. Right? Yeah. That would have been interesting for sure. Nety, I think you asked me earlier on about Zild's stream, right? And I sent it to you. That's where it is. So yeah, that's interesting to know. And there it is. And here's Nety111, what you just talked about. What about those extra prizes? The more you stream, the more prizes you get. Here's what's up for grabs every week on the contest. You stream for 4 hours, stream for 6 hours, stream for 10 hours. Please review, right? So as long as you stream for 10 hours a stream, that's what you get. Who's Zild? Here's Zild's comment in Team Filthy. Nah, we're talking about him today in Darwin's stream. We figured it's just a persona he puts on for the streams. I'm going to guess that he's talking about Easty. I don't know. Don't hold me to that. I just think that's what it is. I think that's what they're talking about right there. Anyway, we don't care about that. T's and C's, make sure you do that, right? You gotta fill in the T's and C's. All participants, capital letters, must have the Be Gamble Aware logo present on their streams during the entire event. Please download the attached here, which is what I have there. You'll notice there's actually a dark space underneath that Be Gamble Aware. There's a reason for that. So I've been streaming for a little bit. I'm just going to open it up right now, and I'm just going to do it for argument's sake. This is not accurate or real, but this is what this looks like. And then this one. All right, so that should also come up. Let's take a quick look here. Oops. Where is the status display? Why is that not coming up? Oh, this one has to be good. This one does not. Oh, is that why? Because it's not there? I'll figure that out. I actually typed in there this thing that's being separated. Oh, it's because there's 2, that's why. I track all the tournaments that I play in, and I came up with a thing. Right. We'll update this in just 1 second here. Is it because the tournament status has to be ahead of... I gotta talk to Who Cares. I can't figure out why that's doing that. Anyway, underneath that there'll be a underneath the Gamble Beware, right under here, Gamble Beware, there'll be that piece. So you have to have that. You can go through the contents. So it's going to be an opening screen. Let me show you right now. We've actually changed that to include some of the other information, which I will get in there. One of which has to have the stream on all the time. You have to have 888 poker, I think, all the time. And you have to have that Be Gamble Aware. Now, I think there's actually 2 there. One's a UK thing and one's a non-UK. Clearly with my accent, you can see here, that I'm not from England, from the UK. England is more than just UK. But there it is. Josh Manley Poker, so excited for this. Anyone who wants help setting up a stream, fire me a DM. I'm always open to help new streamers. I gotta send him a quick stream. Disco Derek. Oh, his name was mentioned yesterday or the day before about him running in. He's a fellow streamer as well for poker. I think that's... Oh, is that not it? There's probably no space there, I bet. Yeah, there it is. It's probably no space. He's a fellow streamer. I don't follow him personally, but I like his vibe. It's certainly loud. Go check the guy out. See how he does. Did you get all 3 tickets? Did you, or do you get all 3 tickets if you stream 10 hours? This is fairly early on. This is what a great question that is. Gigdemonis, I think, actually commented something similar to that as well. Josh Manning says, that's a very good question. Hayden, you know who's the best to ask about this? That's a great question. The wording, more prizes, suggests it's more tickets, not a higher value one. So it's just one, might be better to change the promo wording. Interesting. Excuse me. I guess it would be for every 10 hours you stream, you get a $100 ticket, right? That would be good. Because if it's a job you're applying for, presuming you can, again, you do your full-time job and then you do your part-time job. And this is the part-time job, and if the part-time job pays more than the full-time job, then you do that. So you could work an 8-hour day, or a 10-hour day. I can't work. You can work an 8-hour day and then stream for 6 hours a day. That's 14. That's a lot of time. That's not good for relationships. That's not going to help you out. What else do we have over here? So I work for myself. I work 16, 17 hours a day during the summer, 4 months in a row, and then I take the rest of the year off. So I work for 4 months, I take 8 months off. I would start working in about February, an hour a day, maybe, and then it starts ramping up. Come the May long weekend, which is May 18th or so, and then I start working a lot every weekend for a couple of weeks, and then I start working every day for 3 months, and then I take time off, and then I'm back to just the weekends. His streamer doesn't usually stream poker. Pretty unique is that. What is this? Official link when I transfer. It's interesting that they got a bunch of stuff on here. So Cash for King. Oh, he's got a. You said that was. I heard that was another guy that's going in there. Leo Gigek. Won't lie, it's not enticing. This is one. Amazing opportunity, and I hope someone from our community wins it. Love it. From Anzi, he's the moderator for the Discord channel. But you could try a stream, Leo. We're checking it out. Update. Won't lie, it's not enticing. But I'm not entertaining or nor good at poker, nor good at English. Also, I work 100 hours weekly. But it's indeed a lovely competition. This is what Leo was saying. I disagree with your first, Josh Manley. I disagree with your first two comments because you are entertaining and good at poker. It paid for your wedding. That's funny. Gig Demonis, yes. Both of those names I just heard. Leo, what did I say? It was Disco Derek and someone else that was in here that I just read. Both of those guys were going to be streaming, like going to be participating in this. So I like Leo's outtake. I hope someone from this community wins. Right? Obviously, you have to be part of it. You have to do. How else would you know about it? You have to be involved with it. So that's good. Yeah. Ye Incognito. Cash for King. That was the other name. Cash for King and Disco Derek. I'm fairly sure that Darwin is in there. He's already submitted his application. I think there'll be lots of people that are in there, like legit lots of people. My name is Witty. German players, I don't know. You have to be able to stream. My name is Witty. German players / streamers are eligible. I do believe that is correct. There's some other limitations about where, like, who can apply and who can't. It has to be legal in your jurisdiction. Yeah, so it has to be legal in your. Wow, just flop the nuts there, right? Just flop it. Has to be legal in your jurisdiction. As Canadian, I can stream. Americans, they cannot stream because they can't play poker. I can't play poker, so it has to be legal in your jurisdiction, and you have to be able to speak English. English has to be your first language. No, you have to have a strong command of the English language. English does not have to be your first language, but we meet that requirement. You do have to stream in English. And there it is right there. Hello, for streaming, we have to talk in English, or it's possible to talk, in my case, Romanian or Spanish. No, you have to speak in English. Leo from Brazil, he hosted the home game, I think. And we all know Lime Ricky, she runs a tight ship, right? But she said, yeah, Leo will respond because you have lots of people in Brazil following you because you're hosting the game, because you promote all the rest of it. But just so you know, you do have to speak in English. She was gently probing him, but she shuts that shit down pretty quickly, right? That's what Lime Ricky does. She's awesome. English only, please. That's the questions. All the .com players should be eligible, but I'll double check and update. It's Romanian not eligible. Again, I don't think that's related. Speak English, be able to stream, be able to play poker in your jurisdiction, I think is important. How does 888 Zild says, how does 888 Poker feel about us announcing our streams in here? For a brand new streamer like me, even the first couple of viewers will make a massive difference. That's kind of what I talked about earlier on. You want to be able to let people know that you're streaming, and without promoting, I said this earlier on today in 888 stream. Classic Josh. Yeah, right? Classic. In Twitch at the top, let me move my software out of the way so I can see. You can hit that browse button. There's the little knob here, the symbol that there's the following, there's the browse. In the browse, you should be able to hit poker players and then filter within poker players, or even just in the browse, filter stream on, because it's necessary. So here's logic, necessary and sufficient. It's necessary that you have stream on your page somewhere. So when you type into that, anyone that's been approved to stream, to participate in this contest, should be able to go on there. And I did say that in the stream, like, this is how you're going to look and find these people. You want to know, who your competition is. Not that you have any choice over that, but more importantly, I want to know who they are so I can support them. I'm going to follow every person that I can that has a stream on. I'm not going to be able to watch every single one, but absolutely 100% every person that is in the stream on competition, I'm going to try and follow them. Zild, Captain Zild, I'm following that guy already, and because of some of the conversations we just had here within 888 Poker. So back to the question, how does 888 feel about us announcing our streams in here for brand new, blah, blah, blah. Give us someone to talk to for a start. Once we actually get accepted in the campaign, of course. No, I think you should still be able to post in here. I did comment 45 minutes ago to Ian Simpson's Discord channel. Is this where we can type in our link so that you know that we're streaming, so that your followers know that we're streaming as well? This is how you're building the brand. This is how you're building up. Right? This is what 888 Poker ultimately is looking for and wants. That's what we're looking for. And here's the other one I looked at the other day. Is this can see the promotion is only available for anyone over 25? Yes, you have to be over 25. Yeah, this young gentleman, I just assume it's a gentleman, but that's not necessarily true. You have to be over 25 as of March 15th, right? Otherwise you would be participating and they're not. You'll probably have to provide some ID, I guess, to show that you're of legal age, of right, all those other things. I don't know. I turned 25 in July. Am I able to participate? And then there's lots of conversation about the T's and C's. So the fact that you turned 25 in July, you're probably ineligible from participating in this. So you can be 25, fill out the form, apply some of these other things. Right? Let it rip. What else we got over here? It's all good. Sponsorship, not familiar with such. Suspect it's more of a policy, but there's a rule for it. There's a reason why it's a rule. This is it's all good. Nothing I can do about it. Matches due to some law not being able to be sponsored by a gaming company under the age of 25. I think it has more to do that they want to prove that it's not you're one day over the legal limit. They want to give more of a time frame, and so they go 4 years. In the US, the legal drinking age, I believe, across the country is 21. So they want to make sure that you're well over that, so that there's never any question that you're making that you're of legal age. I think that's what it is. This is certainly going to be the case. I can confirm with 888, but I'm certain they'll say the T's and C's are there for a reason, which is exactly it. And then we just keep going on and on and on and on all the way through here. Brazilian interested. This is a good, looks like a good competition. Yeah, there's 100% chance, 95% chance I want to participate in this. 1 second. Okay, so let's take a quick look here. This is telling. All right, so let's come back to this book right here. Caro's Book of Poker Tells. This guy's under the gun. He limps for 1. He calls. And then I raise to 2, and he re-raises here. This is going to be a strong hand. So if you want to talk about hands, you want to talk about poker strategies, poker plays, this is it right here. I'm not going to fold this, but this guy has a monster hand. This is not pocket 9s, pocket 10s. This is a decent, solid hand here. This is now getting worse, and I'm much more inclined to fold this hand. What can he beat? He can't even beat a too high, right? A too high flush draw. But I think this guy actually has a monster hand. Aces, kings with the king of spades. Just gonna fold there. Right? That's it. I just open fold it. And there it is. Let's see what this guy shows up with. Oh my god, queen 8? Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, that is so terrible. What a wrong read that is. Yes, promoting is very important, especially on social networks. So let's come back to those ones right there. That's a great comment. I've got 2 socials down there. Those are ones that I have. My IT guy, when we were talking about this, he says, but why would you want to put your Instagram on there? It's just food pictures. So my comment to him was, don't get caught up in the fact that it's a food picture. Right? The reality is we can replace that with something else and start fresh. That's the takeaway. The fact that just in case 1828 is got my raw footage of poker tournaments that I've played, poker hands that I've played, we can both of those absolutely will have to be replaced. If I'm chosen for this group, then you have to replace that with something new and start that. He's a promo, so look at this. We've actually come out of the rebuy period, so we're going to change the color top here. There in this tournament, there are 139 people. I marked down on my thing that coming out of the rebuy period, I'm 56 out of 75 coming out of the rebuy period. This is what a terrible bluff you're trying to run into 2 people on that board. Absolutely terrible. And this guy's got ace king and I have ace jack, right? And I still called it off. I got both of these guys covered, but until the spade comes, can't beat anything. So I got to fold that to the top 2 pair, full top 2 pair. There's a clip. That would be it. Anyway, so my IT guy who does lots at his company, he says those 2 things down there are meant to drive people to your product. So when 888 Poker is asking, when you fill out the form, they say, what are your socials? You provide your socials. They want to see that you have more than just one social presence. Now, again, hopefully they'll see the same thing, that you'll have to, like, I'll have to change my name. There you go. Don't tell anyone. Gig Demonis, don't look at that name. Love Jack King off 202101. We've played a lot together. Don't pay attention to that name. This is a fold as well, by the way. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes here, but this might be a fold here for sure. There's no way that this name makes it through 888. Yeah. So there it is, right? He's got 6 outs and he hits the 6 outs. This is why you fold this shit. But it's I've got to go. I've got to get ready here. I've got to leave here in the next 45 minutes, have a shower, have dinner, and blah blah blah, the rest of it. Anyway, digress. Yeah, so these socials down below, their purpose is to drive people into your channel, which ultimately is into 888 Poker. That's what they're looking for. That's what your job is as the streamer. If you happen to make a couple bucks along the way, even better. But that's it. Bad read, good fold. Yeah. Yeah. There was no doubt in my mind that I expected this guy to have a much stronger hand than that. Out of position, raising out of position into 2 people that called. It's because I just clicked it. He thought that my hand was shit. I mean, I understand that, but even if it is, just calling is a better play here. And then when he hits that, when the flop comes out, betting into that, that's not good. He's betting on the come at this point. Right? but he's losing to the one outer, which happens to be here. I hit. I got these guys both beat. The turn card is the Jack of Spades, which doesn't do me any good because now I have top two. So now I have 2 outs. Sorry, I have 4 outs, right? I have the 2 other aces and the 2 other jacks to hit. You got to fold that. It's an easy fold, right? You can YouTube. You can YouTube Phil Hellmuth. He talks about white magic. That's what that is. And Hellmuth, for all of his freaking the fuck out that he does, he says, I'm folding hands that you guys can't even fathom folding. And that's true. That's it. Like, who else is folding that? How many people like legit absolutely fold top 2 pair there? Like, they just donk that shit off all the time. And, you just want it all the time. All right, so we got two aces. We have two aces and 2 jacks because there's ace and jack on board, and I have an ace jack in my hand. That's what I have. I have to hit one of those 4 cards. Here's the rest of the deck. Right? It's not good. Even if this guy just doesn't hit the flush on the turn, you still have to be thinking about folding here because you're no good. You're just no good, right there. And this guy did the same thing. He hits a 2 pair and he can't fold his hand. Let's give a quick review of this. We only have a couple minutes here, by the way. 3 minutes until the next one starts. I'm just reviewing this last hand. Give me 1 second here. So he's the small blind. He call. I fold. He calls. So 5 of them take the flop. Check around to him. He bets the 3,000. He calls the 3,000. They all call. Fold. Check. He bets 3,000. He calls the 3,000. Call. The river card comes, and then he bets 14,000. And he snap calls the 14,000 for top set. But the board is straighted and not. I love it. Look at that Queen 8 again. What is this guy thinking over here? Killing me, man. This is a $9 tournament, $10 tournament. Killing me. Oh, Gigdamonis, that name already stuck in my memory. Yes, don't do that. Aaron Barone was hosting the Tuesday home game, and I made it to 6th or 7th place in the home game. And you know what they say? Hey, congratulations too. And he paused and he looked at it. He said, Lubjakov, congratulations on your 7th place finish. And he just kind of looked and he started laughing. I could not say to him, hey, that's me. Right. But it's the fact that it's the name is the name, right? It cracks me up. Oh yeah, I got 7.5 bigs. This is going to take forever. This is going to be a fight to win this thing. What's the payout on this one? 27 people for $2. Fuck. I'm not pushing that hard for it. I create and destroy this world. Nice. Welcome in, buddy. Welcome in. I like Josh Manley's current poker challenge, for lack of a better word. I'm not really sure what that's what it is, right? He's on Poker Challenge. It sounds like he withdrew all of his funds except for $250, and then his goal is to go from $250 up to $5,000 or whatever the number he picked. I think it's $5,000. Really? This one could be more difficult. We'll chunk it in there. But that's how I got my bankroll up. Chunked it all in there. Yep. 6 outs. Come on, 6 outs. Nope, drawing dead. Gigdamonis, have a good night. I will see you tomorrow. at 1 o'clock my time, which is what, 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock your time. I gotta get ready. I got stuff to do. Let's mark that down real quick before we finish it off. 139 people in this, and I fish in 65th place. Is what it is. No big deal. We can continue on chatting, talking. You know that I'm here. Thank you so much for the follow. Right there, legit. Thank you. I'm going to be start spamming Ian Simpson's stream. Sorry, his Discord. It's under Twitch, I think. So my comment is this where fellow streamers can post when they go live? Ian says, yeah, I don't mind, as long as it doesn't get spammy. Right? Ian's great. Where's Josh Manley's thingy here? It's Josh Manley's stream. He's got a friend stream there as well. Right? You can see when you go live. So you just got to type it in there. I think that's the thing to do. These guys are streamers. They're promoting. They're there to help you. Go check those guys out. If you're serious about wanting to stream, get in there. Right? Just start. Doesn't matter how quote unquote bad or poor you think you're doing. Just start. Because if you don't start, the answer is always going to be no. I've been a chatty Cathy because that's what I do. I'm a chatty Cathy when I'm streaming. Not so much when I'm not streaming. But I got stuff to do right now. It's the end of the day. And this is how I typically end every stream. So how I end every stream. If I get chosen for this competition, I will end the stream the same way. Well, no one will know what it is because I have to pour it into a mug or something. But you'll know. Gegdemonis, you'll know. Netty, you'll also know. Who cares? You'll know. Thanks for being here. Could have done anything with your time. You could have been anywhere, but you decided and you chose to be here and share your time with me. So thank you for that. I'm honored and privileged that you shared your time with me. Cheers, big ears. We'll see you guys tomorrow. And as I say in the stream all the time, later, Gators.